But just as the other keys that we've been exploring in how to play blues guitar lessons, in the key of E, we should try to sort of improvise a slow blues. And for sure, the tunes we've had up until now in the key of E are not your normal type of blues that you would expect for that key. Usually you would expect to hear more of a sound of sort of a Lightning Hopkins. And in fact, we have a whole lesson done by Ernie Hawkins on Lightning Hopkins style that I strongly recommend. It has lots of footage of Lightning, and Ernie dissects his style note by note. But let's try to look at some of different tricks and ideas that we can put into a slow blues in E and then try to improvise something together. One is that lick that I started with. We're just going to take the index and middle finger and then come back to our E chord. Now you could do it with notes that each one sounds out, or just sort of strumming. Now that's a real strong little twirl here that has a lovely feeling for the key of E. And what are we doing? Our index finger's on the second fret of the third string. We're going to hammer on with the middle, pull off, and then pull off our index finger. And we can hit and then pull off on that E note on the fourth string. So we can put something together like this. All right. Now when we go to the A, we can just sort of hang on to this note and then back to the E. And now we just go to a B7 and hang there. And for the A, we can do something like that, or we could go do a little bit more walking. One thing that I had a lot of fun doing were the end tags. Obviously this is one end tag. We've already had this. We could do, that's sort of pretty, isn't it? We go up with our index middle finger, back with index ring, that's an A chord, and then our middle finger catches the third fret of the fifth string, and then an E. So we have, and you're going to be picking the second and third strings. You could also do this. That's a little trick here. Low E, and then the high E. And look at that fingering with the ring and middle. Move it down the middle. Almost a C chord here, but we're going to just have our middle finger go down and hammer on the second fret of the first string. If you really want to go to town, we have a walking bass. You're going to hit the low E, the high E, into that position, the middle and the index. And with your thumb and middle finger. Don't worry, I've written all these down in tablature in our booklet, so you'll have plenty of those and you can figure out others that you want. How about this? Sort of a la Robert Johnson. So let's just split the screen and I'm going to just try playing a slow blues in E, and we'll have it all tabbed out for you, and you just try to follow along and see if you can get a hold of some of the ideas as well as add some of your own ideas. So let's split the screen for us.